You can harness the power of your period and get the productivity that you desire. I'm Dr. Nagat, a GP with a specialist interest in women's health and the author of The Knowledge, Your Guide to Female Health from Menstruation to the Menopause. In my book, I cover how important it is for women of all ages to understand their bodies better. Knowing how different hormones can affect your energy levels, mood, and creativity, and then how you can harness them so that you are more productive. There is plenty of data to support the powerful effects that the two main hormones of menstruation, estrogen and progesterone, can have on our neurochemistry. Now, I completely understand. Unfortunately, not everyone has what's known as a normal period, which is unproblematic. Whether that they have fibroids, PCOS, endometriosis, adenomyosis, PMDD or PMS, it's still so vitally important to know what's normal for you and what is normal, and then understand your cycle, what it's doing, and learn about your body. The MyFlow app developed a concept called cycle syncing. The idea is that your hormonal phases, and there are 4 by the way, but I'll explain more of that later on in this video, can be your guide, giving you a blueprint to launch, execute, and finish projects of all kinds. Each phase of your cycle provides you with this amazing brain superpower, and it's essential to know what those are, when they happen, so you can plan ahead and take advantage of them. So let's get down to it. Grab your calendar or your period tracker app, find out when you were last menstruating, mark out your phases and plan what projects to prioritize in each phase. And I'm going to talk you through each of those 4 phases of your cycle. So let's look at your period cycle. This is just as you finished your bleeding. Now, in regards to the productivity aspect of your period cycle, the best time or the superstar time is during the follicular phase of the menstrual cycle. This begins upon the beginning of your period and lasts approximately between 10 to 14 days. Here you have the most creative energy that you will have in the entire month. The hormones are at a low point in your body and it's starting to increase in estrogen in particular. You are open, you are ready to try new things. This is a good time to start looking at projects that you want to work on. Plan ahead to do some more project management, break out that Excel document or that PowerPoint presentation that you want to do, brainstorm with lots of people in meetings or collaborate with big people as well. Dream big, mastermind how you are going to take over the world. Do that sort of bucket list stuff that you want to do at this time. Communication and collaboration skills are at their highest in the ovulatory phase compared to the rest of the month. The brain chemistry you have during this phase heightens your verbal skills. So this is a great time to have those important conversations. Maybe go into the office and ask for that rise, plan to negotiate some deals, reach out and ask that person that's been on your wish list to come and collaborate with you. You are the most irresistible at this time of the month. You're a magnet and you need to harness that power and bring people in to collaborate with you. Then phase number 3 is the luteal phase. This is the power phase of getting things done. You are most task orientated and feel pleasure at completing projects during this phase. And thank goodness, because this can be the longest phase of the cycle. It's easy to focus and pay attention to minutiae detail. So leverage that attention of detail to getting something accomplished, wrapping up projects, bringing things to completion. Do maybe the administrative tasks, submit that thesis or that PowerPoint that you've been working on, and you need to put it in because that's what something I will do as well. You'll also at this time feel physically lower in your energy, and that's because your estrogen levels are decreasing. You're more sensitive to rejection, you might be more emotional, and this is going to be setting you up ahead of the bleeding or menstruation phase. And then that leads you on to the menstruation phase right here. Then in the menstruation phase, that's when the lining of the womb is coming away. You're having your bleed, you're having your period. Your right and left brain hemispheres are communicating much more powerfully across the corpus callosum. You're able to access analytical and intuitive reasoning. You realize that you didn't need to get that emotional the way that you did in the luteal phase. So reflect on the past month. How was your performance? How are you getting along with your colleagues at work, or maybe your family or your relationship at home? Are you working on the projects that you care about? What are the big changes that you need to make in order to make yourself happy? I'm going to finish this video with this glorious painting. It's called A Gathering of Court Women, where women would get together and discuss all things for all different ages of women as well. And I'm really hoping that what they were doing was discussing periods because enhancing your body, understanding the power of your periods is so powerful, and it's something that we need to keep coming back to.